You've made every excuse in the book. It's time to stop. You can do reels. I promise. Trust me, if I can do this, you can do this. So today I'm going to take just a few minutes and I'm going to show you how to do a quick and easy trending reel. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Hold on, bear with me one second while I get set up. And I'm going to share my phone so I can actually show you what we're going to do here today. Get rid of that. Okay, hopefully you can see my phone screen. And what I've done is just a little bit of prep work for the sake of time, because I try to get these social minutes with Mona's done within like 15, 20 minutes tops. So what I did first was I set up, well, no, let me back up. The very first thing that I did was I strategized and I figured out what reel it is that I want to make. Now for me, because I'm just a little bit older, shall we say, than some of these, well, I'm just a little bit older. Let's leave it at that. Anyway, I used to think that I couldn't do this, but so what I did was I sat down and I clicked on this little button right here that you see my cursor circling at the bottom of the screen. This is where you view the reels in the Instagram app. Okay, so if you tap on that, and I'm going to tap on it right now, you can actually see some reels that are trending right now. This one is even telling you a super easy trend alert and telling you how to do it. And that's in essence kind of what I'm doing today too on this edition of Social Minutes with Mona. Okay, so you find the one that you want to do, and when you do, if you don't have time to do it right away, you go down here to these three dots that you see and you press on them, and then you save this reel. And that is going to save it in the Instagram app for you to go back and look at later when you have time to do it. Now, just a little side note, a little bonus tip for you here. I highly recommend that you batch create reels instead of just doing one at a time and then figuring out what the caption is going to be and adding the words, et cetera, et cetera. The best thing to do while you get up, you put on your makeup, you fix your hair, go ahead and plan out several different reels and batch record them. That way you can schedule them for later, and you don't have to worry about dealing with this kind of stuff every single day. Okay, so here's what I did. Let me stop this share for just 1 second, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I did to prepare for this. I set up my tripod after I found the reel that I wanted to do, the music that I wanted to use, and I went through and looked at some of the ideas. Now, for me, I like to pick those that are very simple. I use reels mostly as the strategy to entertain my audience. Sometimes I do some teaching tips, and I try occasionally, I really should do this more, but I try to make sure that the reels have something to do with my industry, which is social media coaching. Now, I'm guilty of sharing reels of my grandpuppies in the pool and my garden area, because that's my way of inviting my audience into my life. So that's totally not wrong. But if I'm being the good teacher that I hope to be, you really want to try and stay in your niche most of the time, and then invite people into your lives other times. So today, what I wanted to come up with was to tell people that they can do reels, right? Anybody can do reels. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how tech challenged you are. You can absolutely do this. So find the reel, figure out the strategy, and then set up your tripod. That was the next step. And I liked it. I put it up a little bit higher this time so that I could sort of angle it down. That's supposed to make you look thinner, you know. I'm not sure if it really works, but hey. All right. And then I set the countdown timer to 3 seconds, which gave me the opportunity to stand back, get in place before I hit that record button. Okay, so let me go back to sharing my screen now, and I'll show you what I recorded, and then we're going to put the reel together in real time together. Okay, so reel together in real time together. Yeah, I did say that, but it's what I meant to say. Okay. All right, let me get rid of that. And Let's see, go back to the screen where I can share my phone. Here we go. And my screen sharing is paused. Let's resume. Oh, here we go. It happens. It just happens, right? Like clockwork. I want to share via cable and share, and it's telling me my screen share has paused. This happened to me last time and I just don't get it. Anyway, let me try again because I really need to share the screen in order to do this with you. So let's go stop share and screen share. And let's try it this way. I'll try it via AirPlay instead of via the cord. Nope, that's not going to work. So let's try with the cord. Oh, here we go again. Darn it. Let's see. I don't know why this happens to me. I go to do something and it just pauses. It just stops sharing, even while I'm live. So, okay, hang tight. I'm going to stop the share. I'm going to stop the live and I'll be right back. Let me figure this out. Does that ever happen to you where things just go awry? You got to press through. I'm back. I'm going to try again. So this is going to be take 2 of quick, easy reels that anybody can do at any age, no matter what. So here we are, back on track again, I hope. I'm going to, let me see, I'm going to go and share my screen and hopefully this time it works. Okay, let me make sure the phone is on and share screen and please, 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 no, it stopped. Oh, okay, there it is, yay. All right, so to pick up where I left off last time, because I'm not a quitter, y'all. All right, I'm gonna go back to the Instagram app, and to get back to a reel or a video that you saved on your camera roll that you wanna turn into a reel, you're simply gonna go to your profile by clicking on your bubble head down here in the bottom right. When you get here, you're going to filter it for reels. Now, last time I talked to you about this reels icon down here at the bottom. That's if you want to watch everybody's reels. But when you want to do a reel or see your reels, you filter them by going up here on your profile to this icon, this reels icon, and this takes you to your reels. Notice that this one right here says drafts, and that's where I want to pick up the story to continue this live video. Okay, so I'm going to click on draft, and then I'm going to click on that particular reel, and I'm going to go up here in the top right corner to edit.
Who invited you guys?
Okay.
Who invited you guys?
All right, I'm going to stop there for a second because it just goes in a loop and it drives me crazy because I'm kind of like squirrel brained. And so that music going and trying to talk, it's too much. So I paused it so it'll stop, but it will start in a couple minutes. So I'm going to try and explain very quickly. So what I did, I had my plan, I set up my tripod, I filmed the video, and then I saved it for later. Now, what I also did was I went ahead and wrote the words, you'll see right here, self-doubt, imposter syndrome, and feeling too old. Those are the 3 things that what this reel is about. So I went ahead and wrote them on here, but I want to time that text to the music. I want to tell it when to show up and when to disappear on this particular reel. So that's what we're going to do next. So I'm going to say, I'm going to tap that to bring it live again and hit done. First thing I'm going to do, okay, let me turn this down.
Who invited you guys?
Oh, there's got to be a way. Hold on.
Who invited you guys?
Click on the music. And I'm going to bring down that audio to the music because that's what's driving me crazy. Hopefully, I don't forget to go back and turn the audio back up. I've done that before a time or two. Okay, so in any event, I'm going to go back to my editing process now. So notice down here at the bottom, I have the first one, imposter syndrome, the second one, self-doubt, and the third one, feeling too old. And then I have one that I want to leave up there the entire video, and that is you can do it, because that's the message that I'm trying to get across in this reel that's relative to my industry, which is social media coaching for people that are not spring chickens anymore. We are the more mature crowd, you know, the over 50 crowd, the seasoned entrepreneurs, if you will. So that's the message for you. You can do this. And here's how you time the text. So the first text appears is imposter syndrome. I'm going to go down and click on imposter syndrome. And then when I do, you'll notice down here at the bottom that the timeline opens up. And when this timelines open up, there is a handle here at this end. This is where you're going to move it where you want the text to start. And on this end, you're going to drag this backward to where you want the text to stop. So in this instance, I want, let me see, I have to find the spot. Okay. Let me see what I want to do here. I want it to, I'm going to start just barely into it, but I don't want that to stay up the whole time. So I'm going to stop it about right there. And this is a really quick transition because in that song, it goes bye, bye, bye. So it's pretty quick. So now I'm going to go to the next one, which is self-doubt. I'm going to go down here and click on the self-doubt. And I want it to start after the other one. And notice on the screen, you can actually see when it comes up and when it disappears. Okay, so there it is coming up and there it is disappearing. So let me go here down to the end. This is a little tricky sometimes on my iPhone anyway, to get that end scrubber to move backwards. There we go. Okay, let's try. That's where it begins. It shows up, and then I'm going to stop it about right there. And now we're going to go to feeling too old. Click on that one. And now I want this to start after the other two. Self-doubt. This is not going according to plan, but that's usual for me. Let's see. That one comes up, goes away. That one comes up, goes away. And then actually, you know what I'm going to do? I showed you how to do that. Now I decided that I want to go ahead and have them come up, all of them come up right before I go bye, bye, bye. So that's my cue. So the first one, self-doubt, excuse me, imposter syndrome. I'm going to take that all the way back out and have it start. Self-doubt. And then here we go. I want it to start about right there. And then I want the first one to stop where my finger swipes it or my hand swipes it away. So one, there goes the first one. Now I'm going to do the second one, self-doubt, which is going to start after that one. There's the first one. There's the second one. So I want it to go away right there. I want it to start right there and then end right there. Okay, there's my hand swiping the first one, the second one, and then the third one. And then feeling too old is the last one. Again, I don't want this to start until it goes 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's take a look at that. Feeling too old was a little bit, should have gone away quicker. Let's see. Here we go. Yes, feeling that one needs to be just a little bit shorter as well. Now let me go back and turn my music up again because I've forgotten that before. So let me go done. And when I clicked on done, notice that this little music icon, not the one that was over here where I chose the music, but the one that's up here by the stickers and the writing and the annotations, etc. So I'm going to tap on the music. I'm going to bring that music level, whoops,
Who invited you?
back up here.
Who invited you guys?
Okay, let me point out here, if I were talking in the video, this is where I would bring down the level of my talking and bring up the level of the music that's on the video. See this right here? So this is the camera roll volume, and this is the audio, which is bye, that audio. So right now I have them both set at 0, so you can hear me talking audibly. I'm not talking in the video, so I'm just going to leave this down at 0. And then, but this one, because I had it turned down so it didn't make us crazy while we're doing this, I'm going to bring it back up again. And then we're going to watch the reel in its entirety, almost in its entirety. Okay, now
Who invited you guys?
I'm going to hit done.
Who invited you guys?
I'm going to pause it for a moment. The next thing that's going to happen is I'm going to go down here to the bottom and I'm going to click on next. And when I do, up at the top, there's going to be 3 things. Well, not just at the top, but there's going to be 3 things that we're going to do. Number 1, we're going to choose our cover image. Number 2, we're going to crop that image so that it looks good on our gallery, because remember, reels and stories are vertical, but our gallery is square. So what that means is that this very top part and this very bottom part down here are not going to show up on the gallery view. It will show up on the reels view, but not on the gallery view. So, and then the third thing that we're going to do is to add our caption, which simply means the text that goes along with this, and the hashtags, because every post should have at least a couple hashtags, right? They used to say 30 on every one, and then it started going down, and now they're saying 3 to 5. So here's my question. Who the heck is they? And how did they get this authority to tell us all what to do? Anyway, that's another story for another day, but let's continue. So I'm going to hit this next button, and then we're going to go up here to the top to choose the cover image. Then we're going to go down here somewhere to crop the cover image. Then we're going to add the description and the hashtags. So here's how it goes. Next. Okay, this is what I was talking about. Here's the cover image. Here's where you write the caption. This little button right here is really important. You can actually, when you do reels, you can share them just to the Explore page, or you can have it live on your gallery, your personal profile, or not your personal profile, your profile on Instagram. So I always toggle that to on, because it's kind of like two posts in one. It's a reel for the Explore page where everybody can see it. It doesn't have to be just your followers. In fact, that's what reels are really doing, is they allow you to get discovered by everybody, not just your followers. So stories really are more for your followers that you already have, but reels are how you have the opportunity to gain new followers who never knew about you. Now they discover you. So hopefully, this is the hope, when they discover your reel and they like it, they're going to go to your profile. Hopefully you have that profile maximized and they want to push that follow button. That is what it's all about, right? Gaining followers, adding value, connecting, engaging. It is social media after all. Okay, so let's move on here. The next thing is, whoops, I lost it. There we go. You can actually, here's where I'm going to choose the cover photo by pressing on it. And then I think I want to go all the way. This is this little scrubber thing down at the bottom. I'm looking for a shot where it has all 3 of those. Well, okay. let's see. Yeah, okay, that's kind of cute. So I'm going to click done. So what's going to show up, remember, is just this square portion right here. They're not going to see this, I don't think, and they're not going to see down here. Okay, so let me hit done. Now I want to go to crop profile image. And that is where I get to, ooh, there we go. That's what I was really looking for. I wanted all three of those words to be up there at the same time for the image. So there we go. And then the next thing is to write the caption. I think I'm just going to top text to this one. So it's not going to have like spaces in between the lines or the paragraphs, but that's okay because it's 12:25 and I need to get this done. Okay, ready? Here we go. Write the caption. Yes, comma, you can do it, exclamation point. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how tech challenged you are. I promise you, comma, you can do it, period. Actually, now let me go back and do some punctuation. Yes, you can do it. It doesn't matter how old you are, comma, space. It doesn't matter how tech challenged, that should be hyphenated. So let me go backwards and put that hyphen in there. No matter how tech challenged you are. And then let me go back right there and put a comma. I promise you, you can do it. And then that period, I want to turn into, oops, an exclamation point, 2 exclamation points, because it's just that important. I'm encouraging you that you can do this. I promise you. All right, next. Now, if I were doing this on the Notes app on my phone, I could hit the return button, like right there. But see how it disappeared now? So if I do it in Notes, then I can hit return, return, return as many times as I want to. But doing it in the Instagram app, I just have to keep on going. So let me finish it out. If you would like to learn how to do quick, easy reels, comma, here comes the call to action. Every post should have a call to action. You need to tell people what to do next. DM me, comma, and we'll get a workshop together where we can make reels and have tons of fun, exclamation point. There's the call to action. Now, what do I need? I need some hashtags. Hashtag reels for fun. Hashtag Coach Mona G. Hashtag social media 101 coach. Hashtag you can do it. And I'm going to stop right there, usually about 3 to 5. And now I think that I'm ready to actually share this. Whoops. Oh no. Did you see that? I just messed myself up as I do all the time. So forgive me. But anyway, that's how you create a reel. The next thing that I would do is just come right down here and share this reel. And in just a few seconds, it goes live. And because I checked this little button right here, it stays on my gallery of my profile forever. Then guess what I'm going to do? Then I'm going to share it as a story. So it can also entertain my followers and not just be in the Explore tab to try and find new followers and get discovered. Whew, I made it. It took 2 takes and it took some stamina to push through all the little glitches, but that's how life is, especially when you are a more senior entrepreneur trying to figure out all this tech stuff. But again, press through, you can do it. So until next time, everybody, whoops, I'm going to stop my share. Until next time, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to part 1 and part 2, quite by accident. If you have an idea for Social Minutes with Mona, be sure to let me know. And if I use your topic, I'll be sure to mention you and tag you in all of the areas where I push this out across my social media channels. Thank you so much. Until next time, may God richly bless you.